I'm going to come to Annie next. Purple sofa, Annie.
Hi, Rachel. I've been following what's been happening up at Crestbrookdale, and you must continue to shine the light on all this evil. And I know that ultimately, good will prevail. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the awakening process. I know that there are pockets of places where people aren't awake, and there's a feeling that uh, some people just don't see it. Now, down in Kent, where I live, we have this yellow board. It's called the Yellow Boards Tour. And every Saturday between 12 and 2, whatever the weather, we're out there. There's more and more of us, and we cover the area of East Kent, which is quite a big area. And we go to all the main towns, and we plant ourselves by the side of the road or in the central reservation or on a roundabout or wherever we're visible, or near to traffic lights where traffic is stopping. And we hand out copies of the Light newspaper. Um, I'm assuming people are aware. Oh, I haven't got my copy to hand, but I'm assuming that you do get the Light newspaper or you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
But it's certainly online if you can't get hold of a physical copy. And it's really, really changed over the year. It started 18 months ago. We would get lots of abuse and kind of shaking heads and hand gestures. And if we were lucky, we'd get rid of 200 copies of the Light in 2 hours. And we thought that was quite good and quite encouraging. Um, but today, it is it's off the scale. It's we're getting rid of 2,000 copies of the Light, um, and people are driving up and winding down the window, sticking their hand out and getting it. We have people that drive up, park somewhere, and come and join us and say, "Give me a board." Um, we have people in tears walking up to us and saying, "I can't believe that you're here because I don't know anybody. My family think I'm mad." And it's been the most encouraging thing. And every week it is more and more encouraging. We get lots and lots of toots and beeps. The police have been called because of nuisance because of all the beeping. And last time we were out, one of the police pulled up at near a woman and said, "You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this." And she just leaned into the car and just said, "Oh, stop it! Just stop it! You know, on your way." And the police drove off. And they do take copies of the Light and they do take it back to the station. We get some of the biggest hoots from ambulances, even ambulances on call. They whiz past us and they're doing all this and sounding the horn. And it is so, so encouraging.
What does it say on
Um,
your boards, by the way? Just what's the sort of
oh,
messages on your boards?
the boards changed. They don't preach. They just say things like about global control and about 5G. They're very, very limited, but it's just to sow seeds and have people thinking, "Wow, what is that?" Um, I'll try and send you a link to our Facebook group, and you can see
Okay.
some of the stuff there. Um, so so that's encouraging. And I was going to say something else, and I've forgotten what it was.
Sorry to interrupt.
But it's um,
You
oh
were saying
yeah,
for
it
ambulance
varies.
drivers.
Oh yes, the ambulance people, they're fine. They're on board with it, and it is just getting more and more. It's getting bigger and bigger, and we love it. People love doing this. This is the sort of highlight of the week. To stand by a roadside near the traffic light, and compared with 18 months ago, when there was some traffic lights in Whitstable, and people would see me with my board and they'd think, "Oh, how scary." And they'd park, they'd stop, 20 feet back rather than at the traffic light, so they wouldn't have to be parallel with a mad woman with a board. But it's changed, and it's continuing to change. And we must all be inspired by it, because it's, Kent isn't anything special. It's the same all over.
Mm.
So please be encouraged, and if you can, go and find your Yellow Boards people or Rebels on Roundabouts or whatever
Yeah.
you've got. There's a very active group in Bracknell. I know that they're bigger than we are down in Kent.
Yeah. I think it started in Stockport, didn't it? Rebels on Roundabouts.
Yeah, and it's all over, and people love it. They drive up and they toot their horns, and the kids are all waving, and it's really encouraging.
Cool.
So
thanks for coming on, Annie.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Okay.